Abusia peni kwahe ensese yeka ede echrewo abusia ever since Nana Addo Akufo-Addo enra okobie na no ko kan sem bi se Ghana we are not broke eno akwakofansem ediaba Npp ne NDC MPs akrashe ewo enra jumadi no asiyesi wani ensese yeka Captain Ba JB enso akasa ede ensem na Captain Kwadwo Smart ene na pamfo eka aha eguso kasapa media fi no adjon me amesro so be subscribe you like na share na afoforo so ntimi enya bi ehwe ya bo homoden na follow yen ewo other social media platforms ni na eso abusia ye na enim se na na Nana Addo Akufo-Addo ne end term address ana okwa di twatwo okra ya we epa ho a onkasa ebiem fa Ghana ho abusia no na Captain Ba JB kopiem ewo ho na busia na eswani ensese yeka ede echiro no ne MPs ni bi MPP ene NDC MPs ni bi edin komo na busia ensem ebi kan ya ni suso ebi si Nana Addo trofo papa ebi so se di Nana Addo kan nyina no kra Ghana ye osika ye ho nkyere ye ebi kra se Nana Addo betu dum so ebi so se Nana Addo ba ye na dum so ekoso abusia de he ena ye no kra free na kira wadwen your comment section hono efa ema me yenkwa yenkunkutie nsem ne bi emfamra
now interestingly Menya James Agaga is it Busala North? Yes, Busala North member of parliament. Busa North member of parliament. Ewa Hado Muse, are you comfortable in the tree? Okay, so I was watching closely your reaction in Parliament during the State of the Nation's address when the President was delivering his speech. You felt quite disappointed. The President said that Ghana is not broke, that is number one. The President said that he's left the electricity on because he inherited Dumso. What is your own fair assessment of the State of the Nation's address?
To start with, when the President said he inherited Dumso, that statement is not true. You were in this country when President Akufo-Addo took over as our president. Is it true that Dumso had not been fixed before he took over? Dumso had been fixed. If you go down memory lane, you would come across statements that they themselves made admitting that in fact President Mahama had resolved Dumso, which was due to the neglect of the energy sector by successive governments, the lack of investments in that sector. So it was rather President Mahama who inherited some legacy problems which affected the energy sector. But he promised that he was going to resolve Dumso and actually resolve this. So when the President said he inherited Dumso, first of all, that statement was not accurate. It was a false statement.
I see. That's it. Well, so you are a member of Parliament. When the President says that Ghana is not broke, do you agree with him?
Look, that statement was very unfortunate. And I was surprised that the President had the courage to say such a thing before Parliament. Look, today, he talks about having resolved Dumso, which is a false statement. I've established that. But do you know that he has left behind a debt of $2 billion in the energy sector? That is what President Mahama has to inherit. $2 billion debt. Ask him, how did that come about? Recklessness and corruption. That is the debt he's bequeathed to his successor. In the energy sector alone, my brother Honorable Ed Magbana reminded you a few minutes ago that for the first time we are hearing that WAEC couldn't be paid, and so WAEC had to withhold the results of SSCE graduates. Has it ever happened in this country before? And yet he says this country is not broke. The domestic debt exchange program that gave people haircuts people, pensioners, investments could no longer be accessed. Why was this so? Is it not because we are financially? So you see, it is unfortunate for the president to have made such a statement when you and I know that the reason why we are before the IMF now is because we are very broke. So the least said about the president's remark about Ghana not being the better, because that statement is laughable. It shouldn't be coming from the president after having plunged this country into an economic meltdown. One would the president to be saying things that can soothe our pains, but to look at us in the face and say we are not broke. We are not broke when the exchange rate is now at what, 16 cedis?
Now I can record that it's 14 cedis 70 pesos as it starts as at today.
Even if it were 10 cedis as to $1, that performance is abysmal, and that performance definitely is going to reduce people's investments, right? Because those who engage in import trade, clearly if you have to change so much to be able to buy goods from abroad, you can imagine how that impacts your business. So if we are even dealing with an exchange rate, the dollar versus the cedi, you say it is 14 cedis or almost 15 cedis. That is huge. That is huge. So it's regrettable for our president to make such statements. Look, I
want to ask you one final question. What would you remember Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo for?
I remember Nana Addo for acting as a clearing agent. A lot of corruption under his watch, and any time the issues came up for his consideration, he would simply just clear them. Look at the Cecilia Dapa matter. Even before the special prosecutor looked into the matter and eventually referred the matter to Iyoko, the president had already given Cecilia Dapa clearance by stating categorically that at the close of investigation, he was sure the woman was going to emerge unscathed. Can you imagine? He sat at the Jubilee House, somebody was caught on video receiving bribes. An act that was against his anti-Galamsey fight. What happened to that person? Nothing. The person was given all the protection in the world. So I will remember him as the clearing agent who didn't have the courage to deal with corrupt elements within his government. And that is what has caused their humiliating defeat.
Thank you very much, Honorable, and congratulations to you as well for my mene Paul Chum Berima ending Komo. Now, mene engineer had to say, okay, mene Paul Chum Berima Doma East Member of Parliament ending Komo from the other side, that is the NPP ending Komo. Now, me finding out because at a point in time when the minority praises are allowed, no, or also sorry, and no reason is no, or can the same be. Exactly, the mante exactly the assembly. But me who said now my reactions. What was the reaction?
Oh no, what I try to make a catch on say. We share Ghana for Atwaba. We share in some way run another Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo kind in terms of free SHS Awaye, in terms of Agenda 11 project Ayaye, in terms of Venice Ghana for said what why no ma we na so hu is that one kwatena nchen na ya ma party for formra fari na mumu party no na aba mutu papa ka bibia mo se anya no kre enso ena na 4 days mu na mbedi aban so papa anya no kre na papa ise da bi amanfo so monko na mumma na bia so mumra so a mumma be twen diary ena na make catch am say mumba bedi aban so mutu mo bo ase na musumo fa the reins of power na musumo chance na Ghana force ya anye ni ye no yes expect mo be no na ma hwa ye na se sia wo ka se papa no asemo ke na enye no kra ampa anything ya to aba ma enti bra best fa eno so no how they say
so especially the NDC side mu say asema his excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in paperwork, but in reality the suffering is overwhelming, and in some more so it's not a true reflection of Neokoswa Ghana Hanum. So do you agree with them?
We've all witnessed from COVID by on my any situation now in my realm. So maybe catch yourself Ghana in 7 previous no control. Ghana moya more realm. Name kakra. And you do, and now will be now your growth rate in Nubia, we near 3 point something, and then you're 7.2. Obeka said, and mammy, but to me, and correct. And so say, yet me connect jam pempens will be a best show a month for boto. And no, you go so a ye. And I gonna force it. I be sent a more corner and yes, I'm a pessia yano. In the emperor from Ra, Ghana for Atwa Bambams, a mumran and metro may. Maybe I'm not too many of dear. And it's a 1 year too many beer. And I will be a month for and I must say, who can't plan no crap? Minia, free SHS and Koso. About 5 million kids and benefits here. Now, one project and shall say, a B and C baby, a young wire commission be 1D1F and course here. Some of the places now, a B and doom pepper swat and can say a pesade. That's what mean, guys, and you're no crap. But you're making an answer. Nina is waiting. I said, there be or penny one. Now you can pay for Mra, no Mabwa, no mining Koso, none your Pessi when you and Waba. And this is a whole complaining from Fitiasiana and trouble mine.
I see. Now, so Omeki, the point is 1, Ghana is not broke. Number 2, Obe inherited Dumso, and he's leaving the electricity on. Those 2 assertions, it's false. A completely false. 1, Obey here inherited when the light was on, not Dumso.
I think Nabania was a light in his own. In a banner was said that who said, you have over free fuel light to do like the and only no correct. Was he and you broke? Was he was the Calcutta? I'm not more corner, most of my dad don't pay. Yan also that made a man get me out with me. Say, you no cry. In another Chihuahua. In the Nyaza Wakachem say in 4 years, over to Abakachem. But one year, your friend is saying, yeah, got to beat about that say in a while. Now you should now catch him and you cry. How do you want to take you serious? Can after 7th, call Koheno Nabekachem and say, now Papa saying you no cry. Yet make that's what cancer. Nani Panaka say I was saying you no cry. This what is not the end of because they can approve over 68 million from them for Yaka. The risk can come to your salaries. So it's the man telling you say we have enough that can take care of certain projects, can take care of you. Get there and let us know what you think. But you can't sit back and tell us something we don't know.
Very well. Mami na wase na men wish you well. Happy New Year, so. Happy New Year
to you too. Captain, yeah.
Alright, so Paul Chumberry, MP for Doma East. Naka be pesa me tina we move so have me power no how to say it. But me tina we so na me hwe near me Bekasa, but then me the former deputy rules minister Yera Isaac J Mason Bekasa na fi menya a reaction from him. Now so you will understand and admit to say Sebibri na ekosuni na no the MPs at the back. Yes, His Excellency another Kufuor why in Kano Crown Franchise Ghana for, but the NPP says no, different. But still a reaction from some members of Parliament. Fortunately enough, the former Deputy Minister for Roads and Highways, Yera Isaac J Mason, MP Edema Union. But I mean, I am happy to see him back again. How do we say? Because Parliament, but the contest was too huge. But I'm happy to see him back again. Honorable Akwaba, Afishapa, I feel that that's congratulations also. Now, so more reactions at the Parliament now. Ebinumo Kase, as the president who try and throw their Ghana for because Okase Ghana any broke is Kawa Ghana Hanu Musi. Sanse Munwadi Canada that said to Sikaso by come the but then was still na Ghana Skawa Hanu Musi, but now Muslim in Yadri.
I bet I know I drink. Ghana will be our homes and which rubber. And Branton Yajima, Ukupruma, Adocha to Numum, CD to the dollar, Swan Echo, fully to bed and Okasagana Yabruga, you do Joyaka. Mamincha, I have 4 more me. Mamma Mamcho. Ghana for my training, so particularly also for was for my bomb, my hinful, my swab, mammy, father, mamma, with them, mamma, Penja, my deputy missa, I do very business when never be going to book at money. I remember my child, Judge will be a was ready for pay for. None of us are better than that. I want you, meaning, go to the gun and find out. I want you. I didn't send you to petroleum, I didn't send you to the so away. In so Bakato said, economy a grew up, would you accept that? It's not acceptable. Then I go this on quite consistent was our subbing through channel. I acquaint him.
Now, so going forward, no say, share the NDC. NDC never want to have my the true state of the nations and address now.
President Mama say, me I don't watch now. As on the 70 or 70, best winning. Yes, swinging we are now on no 2 nations. About the change of Ghana, suddenly you know in identity. About Becca. Nanyame course where Yakwahu and you a bonko and your records of. Can you imagine say from October to December alone, feeder roads contract go 7.6 billion Ghana cedis, 7.6 billion. I'm the chairman co-chair for Roads and Highways Committee, Transit Committee. Who's my order? Minimum cost. I then Yatuaba we are Yankuanima 19 December was my contract. By the end of the day, Nina was a benefit. What I'm saying is that there's rotten situation in the ministry. You know it. You got to find a dinner yet. The Bakacho said, you overheard him. I sent a interject your candidate. Focus interject, you know what this guy designed the Mount Bay. A flower pot, Yanni design a codis guy on some babato. Obey the same thing. Dear Edemano, so I are there, and they metre a tamale. Tamale interchange. Tamale interchange, you want us to I do. Takwa did it was, I mean, say. But major make us a day. I didn't young Pagana. Yes, I say, we just press the button in your scarf, World Bank, or your visibility, any motorway, some motorway project. So, we are coming. And on the time, no, our wardrobe project, no, and my ye baby. I would have a contact or your search man. On the Mephisus, I put motor project alone. I think say Nakufado, why they say, what to me share more what or contract. And so I ordered contract go. Why would the Ghanaian contractor? That one alone for me as a person, if you say Akufado, Sa Mutu in Kudo awarded the Maganinu, I can be Nukuta, yes, Marapoma is a Ghanaian. But this assassin come when they are called a friend, I was say motor end user day. The Portuguese woman Beko Ghana near this approach and a man. And no, you build the local capacity. Obe Franco for Ghana, no crop for me, Jumamia Ghana for that one, me alone, Parliament. Sorry, I support it because of the fact that or local contractor. Sapoquasi in Savon Quano, Marapomane, Shabafum Guso. So for that one, see, I may have done this year back. So those projects and we'll do it. We need to develop the local capacity, the local content. Okay. And Marapoma is one.
Menko Chairman, now I feel to us, but my